my Straight Talk family. We're going to keep moving on. We won't stop. We'll move right on until we reach the top. And that's our theme song. And whenever you hear that theme song, you know it's time for me to bid you a very pleasant night. For those of you in St. Kitts and Nevis, and in particular those of you around the entire Caribbean region. To my Straight Talk family, in the Kittitian and Nevisian diaspora, I say greetings to those who are logged on to zizonline.com. I know that some of you are in Africa, there's some of you in Asia, there's some of you in Europe, and there are a whole lot of you all over North America. So I'm at liberty to say good night. I can say good morning, and or I can say good afternoon, because one of such greetings would be applicable to the region in which you now find yourselves. Straight Talk is a public service program that facilitates and promotes free expression on all issues of national interest, be they legal, be they environmental, be they technological, social, economic, and or political issues. On Straight Talk, you do have a forum to express yourselves freely. Let's in the process continue to keep St. Kitts and Nevis as one of the freest countries in the entire world. On this program, we try to raise the level of national consciousness. We try to raise the level of national discourse by alerting our people to their rights, to their responsibilities, and certainly to their obligations. My name is Ian Patches Liburd, and I give Almighty God thanks for blessing me with yet another opportunity to join you in conversation on yet another occasion. And my Straight Talk family, those of you who are first-timers, normally we do have first-timers, and just to inform you that we do include your calls, we do include your emails, and in the event you're so minded to participate in the program, because yes, it's a participative program, and we give you access via our phone lines 465-2555. That's one line, one number, beg your pardon, and 3 lines. And those of you in particular in the diaspora, you can access the program via 718-577-2916. And there are some who like what I call the cloak of anonymity, so we provide you access via our email platform, and that address is ZIZ Straight Talk. That's ZIZ STRAIGHTTALK. That's one word, ZIZ Straight Talk at gmail.com. And my Straight Talk family, we do welcome you all wherever you are at this present moment in time. And my Straight Talk family, for those of you who may have followed, the Honorable Prime Minister held his first press conference for 2021, and the country, I'm sure, is much more at ease, having heard the positive news for the new year, the positive news for 2021. And in spite of all that has happened in 2020, like I said to you before, we have lived through 2020, therefore we should not fear living through 2021. You know, the 2 recent homicides on Monday this week, however, cannot be overlooked, and we here on Straight Talk extend our profound condolences to the families of 20-year-old Lamont Heiliger of McKnight, who succumbed to what appeared to be multiple gunshot wounds about his body, and 19-year-old Jaquan Merritt of Fort Thomas Road, who sustained a gunshot wound to his head. And these 2 young lives have been snuffed out, so to speak. And the PM, as Minister of National Security, also provided an update on these two homicides and committed never to recoil from seeking peace. This is what the Prime Minister had to say.
The police is making progress in its investigations on the two recent homicides in Barstow. I must remind our citizens and residents that each of us can contribute to crime reduction if we practice to say something when we see a crime being committed or we become privy to any information on it. No one must be allowed to take another's life with impunity, and the law must take its course. We must never recoil from seeking peace and pursuing it. We continue to work hard to make St. Kitts and Nevis the safest small island state in the world. We commiserate, of course, with all families who have lost loved ones due to violent crimes. And we promise never to relent in our efforts to eradicate violent crimes from our society here in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And yes, my Straight Talk family, the positive news outlook for 2021 has nevertheless overshadowed this senseless killing of two young men in the prime time of their lives. The positive news has overshadowed such an incident. Because it was reported, for example, by the Prime Minister that in spite of the reduction in government revenues because of the COVID-19 pandemic, not one, absolutely no one of the near 9,500 government employees were let off, or let go, were severed. And every single beneficiary of the nigh 1,400 persons who received their government pension in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic, my Straight Dog family. Every single pensioner received their monies.
Our able management of our country since 2015 has allowed us to build up unprecedented fiscal surpluses that have helped us so far to weather the rough storms of the COVID-19 pandemic. 9 months after the pandemic, we followed through on our commitment to deliver a stimulus package of over $120 million, the largest and the most comprehensive in the region. And your government kept all 9,477 employees across the established division of the government auxiliary employees, and the STEP program on the job. Additionally, 1,332 government pensioners received their due entitlements. We did not borrow $1 during that period.
Not 1 cent had to be borrowed like other governments around the region. And this must be commendable. By this I mean the fiscal prudence of your team unity administration and the fiscal prudence of the Ministry of Finance led by Minister of Finance and Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Sylvester Harris. The team unity government, beg your pardon, as I said, did not have to borrow to achieve this feat and intends to incur minimum debt, as also reported by Prime Minister Harris.
Our aim for 2021 is to incur minimal debt, and if and when we do, we shall apply it principally to assist with our economic recovery. Public confidence in my government remains high, and there are clear signs that our private sector partners are ready to more fully re-engage and make the necessary investments. It is the combined efforts of the public and private sectors that will give St. Kitts and Nevis, that will get St. Kitts and Nevis on a positive path of growth soonest, notwithstanding the attendant downside risks posed by COVID-19. Several private sector projects will start in the first quarter of 2021, resulting in more jobs, better incomes, and more economic activity in our federation.
And yes, Magistrate Dog family, the aim is to keep debt to a minimum in order to assist the economic recovery, even in these times, these difficult times, my straight dog family. And what is heartwarming is the public-private sector partnerships and collaboration that has already begun. And the environment for the private sector to thrive has been created in spite of this pandemic, my straight dog family. Another issue was raised, which we raised, as a matter of fact, I think was last week. It's the issue of street vending. And the matter of street vending is now being controlled by the Team Unity government, my straight talk family.
The other matter which I wish to address...
Before I get... Yes, the street vending matter, yes, will be addressed, and we want to commend as well, commend the government or your team administration for addressing this matter as well. It's an issue that many people have been talking about, and many people expect it to be addressed and addressed frontally. It is being done so, as reported by Prime Minister Harris.
The other matter which I wish to address at this time is the matter of street vending. This matter has been a source of public concern for some time. The overcrowding of our street in Bastia by illegitimate vending, the exposure of our differently abled and elderly to risks and hazards by the improper placement of vending facilities in Bastia must now be controlled. My government is in favor of small people plying their legitimate trade. In fact, we encourage entrepreneurship. And it has been really amazing to see the growth in businesses, in fact, official businesses, that is people registering, getting their license, etc., year after year. Last year we had a record high of over 800 business licenses being approved by the Ministry of Finance. And that is up significantly from 600 the year before plus. And it was about 400 in 2014, the end of 2014. So we have come a very significant way. In our view, what is taking place in Bastia is not consistent with our vision of a beautiful and friendly city which allows pedestrians and motorists orderly, easy, and safe access throughout our city.
Yes, it's been addressed through an intergovernmental committee, I'm told, different ministries, along with the Development Control and Planning Board, as well as the Traffic Safety and Public Service Drivers Board, my street dog family. So that vexing matter of street vending is finally being addressed. And yes, as I said before, the government is also of the view that street vending is an entry into commerce, and it's something that's been around since the 50s and been all over the world as well. The medicinal cannabis industry as well is being built out in earnest, and soon we will learn of the appointment of the board of the Medicinal Cannabis Authority. We'll learn about that board in due course as well, my Straight Talk family.
I am pleased to advise that the Cabinet has approved the formation of the board to guide the operations of the Medicinal Cannabis Authority. The composition of the board is being actively pursued. What is the role of this board in our efforts to build out a cannabis industry, focusing on the medicinal arm? Subject to the provisions of the Cannabis Act, the board shall inter alia be responsible for the policy, strategic direction and governance of the new authority. In performing its functions, the board shall monitor the administrative operations of the authority, B, submit recommendations to the Cabinet in relation to the issuing of licenses and other authorizations, C, advise the Minister on matters of general policy relating to the management and development of an efficient and regulated medicinal cannabis industry. D, ensure that the authority receives and manages its funds in a prudent manner. And D, do all such things as the board reasonably considers necessary or expedient for the purpose of carrying out its functions under this Act.
Yes, my Straight Talk family. ZIZ came in for good news, as well as ZIZ turns 60. ZIZ turns 60 in March of this year, and we must celebrate with ZIZ and its management for this commendable achievement, my Straight Talk family.
In March, ZIZ will be celebrating 60 years of broadcasting. ZIZ is really the people's radio station. It has delivered yeoman service to our country, and I want to commend its leadership over the years for their work.
And yes, commendable. And before I open the lines, my Straight Talk family, I am humbled to accept this appointment as well, my Straight Talk family.
His Excellency Ian Patrice Liburd has been designated to serve as our permanent representative to the United Nations. United Nations, of course, is the premier global organization with over 193 member states and a large number of entities accredited to it. Ambassador Liburd has served the country well as its Minister of Public Infrastructure et al. He is well versed in a range of public and private sector matters, and he will be an asset to our country in this regard.
And I look forward to continuing my public service, albeit on the international scene. I'm going to the United Nations as a designated ambassador of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Kitts and Nevis has earned the distinction of being the smallest independent nation in the Western Hemisphere. But like many countries within the United Nations body, St. Kitts and Nevis has always demonstrated an unwavering support for and full commitment to democracy and good governance all around the world. My role, therefore, will be to continue to promote and safeguard the interests of St. Kitts and Nevis, and in particular to advance the needs and interests as well of the diasporic community. And I want to say, before I go any further, in respect to my fellow constituents of East Basseterre, those who said to me, and we all agreed, that wherever I am going, you will follow. But because of the COVID pandemic, at this time, we won't be able to follow me. But wherever you are going and you want me to go, I will follow as well. But I want to assure my fellow constituents of East Bastia that I will never leave you or forsake you. But we'll hear much more as the days and months go on. But there are many challenges that lie ahead. But with challenges come opportunities. Opportunities to build resilience in our healthcare system, for example. The COVID pandemic has placed the focus on our food security, climate change, and other issues. We are now living in a world that is filled with so much complexity, so much uncertainty, and so much unpredictability. But I'm sure that none of us anticipated that in the 20th year of the 21st century, the consciousness of the world would have recalibrated or would have had to recalibrate our political, social, and economic policies. None of us anticipated the coronavirus pandemic that has plunged the world on the brink of economic disaster. It is said that the health of a nation is the wealth of a nation. And for those of us who concur with that proposition, the Team Unity government continues to put the health, safety, and security of our federation as a top priority in order for us to ensure a stronger, safer future. As I said before, we have lived through 2020, so we must fear not 2021, my Straight Dog family. I want to open the lines and entertain your calls and entertain your emails. I just wanted to report on today's press conference and report on the positive issues that are happening in spite of the setbacks, in spite of the challenges that lie ahead here in St. Kitts and Nevis and the world over, my Straight Dog family. At 27 past the 8 o'clock hour, I'll then open the lines and entertain your calls and your emails. You may want to address the positive news for 2021. You may have whatever your views are in relation to how we go forward in terms of our economic growth, in terms of our development period. Before I open the lines, I always like to implore you that you must respect others. And of course, to achieve that, you must first respect yourselves. Let us try to be fair to all concerned. Let us try to build goodwill and better friendships. Let us ensure that the things you say and or do will be beneficial to all concerned. And as well, make certain that the things you say and or do, or in the process, as you say and do these things, we will strive to build a kinder, gentler St. Kitts and Nevis. With that said, at 28 past the 8 o'clock hour, we go to the lines and say, caller, good night, you are live.
Yes, good evening, Honorable Patches.
Wait a while, wait a moment, can you please, wait a moment, can you? Just turn your equipment down.
Okay, I will turn it down.
Please, you are our first caller.
Yes, okay, I turn it down.
You have a favorite caller. Wait. Don't go too fast. You have a favorite caller. I want the whole world to hear you.
Yes, because I'm begging.
You're begging?
Yes. I'm starting. Okay. Good night, Honorable Patches.
Good night, my dear.
I need the chair and the table there. Because when you go at America, just hear you think on the radio, you're going to get them cheap up there. Hand go and hand come. So if you help me, well, God will provide for you.
if I help you.
Today is my husband, Honorable Noel Douglas' birthday.
Is your husband's
and
birthday?
Don't tell me begging. I'm begging you.
Happy birthday to your husband, Dr.
Yeah, I don't tell him so. And okay. Anyway, those two young boys who get shot, I'm sorry for them really, but one of them had made me going across Irish Town, and he was on a bike with the next one, and hit me one thump in me back, and me, know who tried the words, and I went to ask somebody who know him, and they tell me his grandfather named Mr. Barfish, how we don't call him, and then he tell me now, go to his daughter, they get no satisfaction, so we need to talk to our children and tell them to leave people alone. I'm really sorry about it, but God knows everything. He hit me one thump and tell him, no, how we go station, because me don't know his name.
Okay, but you have recovered though. But you heard all the good news from the Prime Minister today?
I was working.
You're working, okay. Well, have yourself a wonderful night.
Yeah, you too. I hear some on the radio that make a call, who tell you, hang on.
You want to cheer. All right, take care of yourself.
Okay, first dirty room.
Thanks a lot, my dear lady. That's what I call my labor friend from down west, my straight dog family. And as I say, we go back to the lines. I'll call you live. Okay, I missed that call. And yes, there were quite a lot of there's quite a lot of positive news that came out tonight, and this message reads: Patches, good night and congratulations and good luck on the new post. Happy New Year. Hope it's a better one for all of us. Keep safe in whatever you do, my straight dog family. Let's go back to the lines. I'll call you live. Hello, caller.
Greetings in the name of our great African ancestors, especially the Mungos and the Rebel Marcus, Messiah, Gavi, Queen Anne. God bless and evening, my beloved African brother. How are you and your family of SKN?
Peaceful, my brother. You and yours?
Good, brother. Good. All is well. Well, I heard some good news today. Oh, first, let me congratulate you, brother, that you'll be closer for you to me, but, So let me congratulate you. But if it was up to me, brother, I will leave you in St. Kitts Nevis. I still want to see that bridge, man. I still want to see that bridge from St. Kitts to Nevis, Nevis to St. Kitts. But brother is not my call. So someone else will do it, beloved brother. With, your assistance whatsoever from afar. But I heard some good news today that I was advocating for the bank over in Sadlers. I hope it don't take next year to finish, because it's been a long time coming. But, this song, it's been a long time coming, but change gonna come. Well, the bank gonna come for our people in constituency 6. And that is good, beloved. But then some other good things, and it was a good press conference, one of the best I've heard in a long time, beloved brother. Brother, and let me call again, and the young brothers, man, those who take a little detour, brothers, put down the guns, man. Put down the guns. We ain't going back there, beloved. We ain't going back there. We're moving forward, and we must live in peace and harmony and let's think it's Nevis like it used to be when I was a child and before them times, beloved. So we ain't going back there. We're going to live in peace and harmony with each other, young brothers. Brothers, don't go down there, beloved. You have this administration who will help you. You have others. Brother Nital, Queen Mother Henry, and others, beloved brothers. So, brothers, we ain't going back there. But the Patches, I don't know how things are going to be, but I will be going down to the mission sometime very soon. So I don't know if you're going to be up here by that time. So if you're not there, we'll see you. You don't pass, see you for a little while, but we'll talk. And what you say, beloved?
Yeah, we'll see, because as I said, the community in the diaspora is very important to us and to me, and we have to make sure it is enhanced in terms of relationships and so on. So we look forward to that, and people like you will assist us. Pan-Africanism, of course.
Yes, beloved, this is how things go.
Yes.
Yes, beloved.
Thanks
So, brother, continue to listen. Keep up the great works. Pan-Africanism our parish. One love, beloved.
One love, my dear brother. Yes, and we heard the news about that Sadler's branch of the National Bank as well. That's good news for my brother and others there in on that side, on that corridor of the country. Call your live.
Good night, Honorable Ian Patches Liburd. Good night.
My brother, Mr. Politics, good night.
Patches, I want to commend you and your post to the United Nations. You know that you will done well for the Federation, representing us over there in whatever. And I want again to commend the Team Unity government and commend the Prime Minister for that press conference today. Can't do better about that is one of the best conference I heard for a long time. And so much positive things come out of it. You understand? That's why me and culture and others will be on the radio. Because a lot of people don't listen to the Prime Minister press conference. And they don't listen to the Parliament. You understand? They put on the radio listen talk shows. Because I do not know that is so much people who listen to talk shows. Because when I in town and people asking me politics, you can't keep off the radio. I suppose to see the people not the people who don't listen to the talk to straight talk. And that's why we don't be on the radio parties. Because the negative thing was spreading on different radio talk shows. You understand? And propagated by the opposition. People got to know what's going on in the country, especially those in the diaspora. Because when they listen to all these negative things, people feel like sink it down here. People don't get tormented. People don't get hungry. People don't get want this. People don't get want that. When they listen to the station they call Sugar Walkers radio station, and you hear a so-called DJ Ann from the radio station at the time say the host program. But it's a disgrace to hear them how they just, how they backtalk the country. Not the government, the country. Saying all kind of negative things in spite of what the government is doing under the COVID-19. Trying their endeavor best, Patches. And all the negative talk, Patches, but you see the cast in a better. Because them is people just about handout and don't want to work hard for their money. They feel like just talking and somebody going to come put something in their hand when they criticize and call on their own country. Patches, do you have a wonderful night? May God bless you and keep you in your post to get to go to United Nations and represent the Federation. I wish you all the best. Alice, good night. Culture, good night. And all those who tune into Straight Talk, especially me fans them, I want to wish them, Cooley, good night. Patches, you have a wonderful night. God bless.
God bless you as well, my dear brother. Yes, really a lot of positive news that came out.
Yes, good evening. And this month are your birthday too? Happy birthday, Nesbeth. This month supposed to be your birthday too.
You're following me. Yes,
Okay.
yes. My birthday is next
Okay,
week
see you.
sometime. Yes, my dear. Caller, you're live. Hello, caller.
Good night, how are you?
I am peaceful.
Oh my, congratulations. Oh my God. Ooh, the Prime Minister couldn't do a better thing, as Brother Nabu say. I hope this time he will meet you. And when you reach God's spare life, we are praying for you. You look for the bank that the PEP money went in. See you. I don't come back when I'm done, but I'm doing something, but I just want to congratulate you. And then, two pair of shoe run before one, and you could get the 2 pair of shoe and the watch. See you.
Very much. That sounds like Alice in Wonderland. Caller, Mr. Caller, let's take this call. Caller, you're live. Hello, caller.
Hello.
How are you?
Good evening, Patches.
Good evening, matron. And how about you?
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I've just called you to tell you my heart rejoices for you. And I want to give you this verse of Joshua 1. God told Joshua and he called him He said, have not I commanded you, be strong and of good courage? Do not be afraid. Do not be dismayed. For I, the Lord your God, is with you wherever you go. And I know that the Lord is going to be with you wherever you go. So you just keep your heart, your mind, your eyes, all part of you belong to the Lord. And ask him to lead you, to guide you. And I'll be here lifting you up in prayer. Lifting you up in prayer. For whom the Lord bless, no man curse. And when he shuts one door, he has many, many doors to open. So the Lord bless you, the Lord keep you, and you know that if it's one person here will be holding you up in prayer, it's me, until the Lord calls me home. So you have a blessed good night, and whenever you come over, we'll keep in touch.
Yes, my
Love
dear.
you, and God bless you.
Love you more, matron, and I know that God answers prayer. Caller, you're live at 24, 9 o'clock.
Good morning, Pat.
It is,
Good
oh
night,
my,
Patrick.
you,
Sorry about that.
oh. Cousin.
You're going to leave me, oh my God.
Cousin.
Anyhow, I'm glad for you. Congratulations on your achievement. I pray that the Lord bless you richly, cover you with his blood, wherever you go, and whatever you do, put God first. Put him first. Patches, I know you can do your job. Whatever work you get to do, you can do it. And I know you're going to do it. Wonderful.
Thank you.
No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Any evil tongue raised up in judgment against you shall be condemned. Go with God. I'm going to be praying for you. You're going to have lots of people praying for you. And I know you're going to be safe in the arms of the Lord. And as the lady just said, she's going to be praying for you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks a
lot.
Love you. Love you more, my dear.
Yes.
And yes, God is the one who sets up and he puts down. Call you live.
Good night, and how art thou?
I am peaceful. Sounds like South Carolina. Am I correct?
Yes.
Got you.
Yes. And I called you to say congratulations on your new job.
Thank you.
And I know you'll do a good work with it. So just keep the faith, and God will be with you. He will do the rest for you. What you can't do, he will do it for you. So have a good night and enjoy the balance of your night, and be safe going home. Okay?
Thank you very much for
yes.
your congratulatory intervention. Caller, you're live at 17 before 9 o'clock.
Ian Patches Liburd, my friend, my boss.
My dear
brother. Tell me something. We're going to hear your voice again. We're going to become at the program.
What you think?
Huh?
What do you think?
Well, we're going to do it like how you used to do it, because you can't leave us here stranded, No. You hold this country together. You understand? Just like how you hold your tongue together and you deal in think its infrastructure, you got to keep us on par. Patches, I want to congratulate the Prime Minister for the press conference. It's so much come out, but I don't like them touch a thing where they should be touching, because it's getting out of order. It's getting out of order.
What's that?
We cannot get these young boys up and down smoking marijuana like it's so you go. You all went to Parliament and RUN said that, You got people around here with chronic diseases. Asthma, and them kind of thing. We can't get them up and down tongue smoking marijuana like it's so you go. It's so you go, man. It's so you go. They're going to do better than that. I turn backward to give 15 grams. Well, let me do things nicely, man. I a chief of police get up in the press conference and he hear people talking, but I don't even believe he will again. Because they got to do the job here and for me to recognize them. You're the chief of police. We can't got this young man up and down and go in Treasury and bank and so we split in hand and smoke. But when they split, the Wild West, I work with all of them, you know. I work with them because I want to address these things. It's burning issues around the country. I work with them. Patrick, I want to congratulate you on your position, and I know you're going to do well because you serve this country well. You set a president in man who we send over there in Church Street, and I hope they continue it and understand we ain't standing for nothing less but performance over there in Church Street, you know. You done set the bar very, very high. And I want to congratulate you on that. Have a good night. I will be coming back. Pat, and Culture and Jacqueline and Mr. Politics. Mr. Politics done ball. I want to hear Culture and Jacqueline congratulating you because we know you do a good job. You know me and I know you.
You know me, I know you.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, brother. You know me, I know you. Caller, at 15 before 9 o'clock, you are live.
Patches, this is the last I'm going to call you that. Ambassador.
You're my friend. I can call you Patches, man.
Ambassador.
You know, Patches is my name.
Patches, no, I'm going to put you in Patches now.
Patches is my
Ambassador.
name.
Patches Liburd.
Patches is my name, my brother.
Well, boy, it's nice to know that you're leaving the state. You're going to be a part of us. I know.
Always.
But I just hope and trust that somewhere, somehow, you're going to be able to do something to this program because, boy, I'm going to miss this program.
I'm not going any place, man. No worry. You'll have the program.
Okay, well, that's great.
Program, yes.
So that is something. But anyway, I just wanted to wish you all the best. And I know you'll do good in the new position. So, and you stay safe. Keep away from Trump, eh? Don't get close to Trump, he want to spoil you.
I can be diplomatic and not comment.
I don't expect a comment from you. I'm just saying it.
You almost made me say something, man.
Keep far from Trump.
Yes,
and that's it.
Okay. Right.
Anyway, you take care of yourself, man.
Thanks a lot, my brother.
I'll continue to listen.
Thanks a lot. Let's go back to the lines at 13 before 9. Call you live.
Oh, me again.
Mm-hmm.
To big up my wonderful Prime Minister for what he has done today. And to tell my boys that they must be done with what they're doing. Because I am living in the area too. And I am not condoning no wrong what they're doing. And the Calypsonians say, Lord, what I say again? They're sorry now. I don't know who he means. But all the Calypsonians had fitting songs to match with whatever. I will call back another time because what I want to say, I have no time for that because tonight ain't the time. Tonight is the time to congratulate you. And everybody going to want to come in. Lord, I'm so glad for you and the Prime Minister. Will call in all the time. See you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yes, Mr. Liburd.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you never get to send no ready postcard to your callers. So I hope you will fit in everything when you settle.
Okay, my dear. Forgive me for that. Alice. Let's go back to the lines at 12 before the 9 o'clock hour. We're looking at the positive news we heard today at the Prime Minister's press conference. Call you live.
A pleasant good evening to you.
Good evening, my dear.
And how are you?
I am always much better when I hear you. What about yourself?
I'm fine,
I can see those dimples, even from the studio here.
I just call you to congratulate you on your new position. They say you only win one term, but your one term walk out well. And you're leaving your footprint in the sun in St. Kitts. And I want to congratulate you And I beg you, please, do not shut down the show. I don't want to go drop sleep so early. I want to drop sleep when I know the show done. So please, I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Till I hear from you again.
Thank you.
A pleasant night and safe drive home.
Thank you very much, and you'll be safe as well.
All right.
You'll be healthy. And it will be hard to just disconnect myself from my street talk family all over the world. So that would be a decision that would be like climbing the Himalayan mountains to just shut down on my street dog family. Because you're part of me. I look forward to communicating. I look forward to your criticism. I look forward to your congratulations, because it's that's what we are about, a family. That's why I say straight talk family. We don't hear anymore family. I don't know why, but we are all family.
Hello.
Come on.
Patrick.
My dear brother, you almost
Sorry about that
gave me
screening
just
there,
now.
man. I've been trying since 7:30.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank God I get in.
You got your radio on. Just take your time.
Yeah, turn it down, man. I turn it down. Tonight is the last. So let me Lego walk with Lego.
Is your last? Last in what?
Wait, hold on, man. I follow you in the volcano, you know.
You did?
And you jump out, you go in Washington, but you're going to meet me up there. Well, I want to congratulate the government, the Prime Minister, and his cabinet for really listening to the talk shows. Because if they never listening, the bank would not have come back in Saddlers, and the Prime Minister would not address the street vending problem. And all that he addressed today, he would not have addressed them today. That is to show that they are listening to us when we call in. So those people who are criticizing us and say, why I don't keep up the radio, talks that get results, it come from we who does call in on the radio. Because we who does call in used to do like a lot of them, just sit down with a hand in the lap and say, why she no go, why he no go, why don't they keep up, me don't want to hear, want to hear. Oh, you got problem. And when they don't come out on the sidewalk and they try the case on the sidewalk, call in on the radio and let your voice be heard. And you get results. Congratulations to you, Patches. And I know you're going to do a good job because you have been doing a great job since you get into government. We can depend on you to take us through. Now the old people say, the death of a Wilkes is the promotion to a soldier crab. What happened now? Wilkes want to go in a conch shell, and I don't know how Wilkes can hold in there. So Wilkes come out of his shell, try to go in the conch shell when the conch shell is too big for the Wilkes. So because you come out the shell, so as the crab get it. The death of a promotion, the death of a Wilkes is promotion to you. Wilkes can't be in a conch. Wilkes is too small to fit it in a conch shell. That's parable. But one more thing I'm going to say before I come back and make me other shot. We have a problem in this country here with people, our locals. When we have an establishment, why don't we keep it and sell the shares to local people rather than just sell it to outsiders? And when they come now, all the local them get fired. Look at what happened here with our telephone company. Problems. They start with cable and wireless, and then they went to Scantel, then they went to Lyman, and they got to Flow. Since Monday, one of my telephone have a problem on the wall, and I call them to report it, to come and fix it. Oh, I know he's talking to somebody in St. Lucia. And he asked me where this be and where this be. So I said, wait, you hear from here? He said, no, I'm in St. Lucia. So I am saying this, our local people could run our businesses here, and up to now nobody come, and me or them. Me just pay them, as soon as they get the bill next day, they get the money, boom. And up to now I can't get no service. So when the things are owned by us locally, we get better service for our money. Patrick, I'll come back. Good night, everybody. Jam down Alice, Politics, Miss Garnett, and Janet, and all who don't call. I'll be back.
Thank you very much, my Straight Dog family. At 6 before 9, I'll go straight back to the lines. Call you live.
Amen, brother. Praise him.
Namesake.
How
art thou, sir?
Yes, man. Congrats, man.
Thanks, much.
I'm glad at least I can put on the radio, man. I'm glad at least that, you're promoted from one level to another. You know what? Let the people that whoever was trying to dig the ditch for you, let them know that they do a good service for you because you're getting promotion after promotion. And these are the things that people fail to understand. When you trust God, God always elevates you from one level to another. Let them put that in the pipe and smoke that, because they would think they were digging your demise. But God is who take up and put down. So God move you to another level. I'm saying to you, be strong, be courageous, because God is able to deliver, and He's going to take you over the river of Jordan. You just got to continue, do what you're doing, and do what you know best. Continue to give Him praise and thanks, and continue to stick to the word. Promotion cometh neither from the east nor the west, but from God. God bless you. Have a good one. And we're going to keep in touch, because I'm going to continue listening to you on Mondays and Tuesdays. You don't leave out your people, because we're going to be looking out for you. God bless you. Have a good night.
Thanks a lot, my dear brother. Yes, promotion cometh neither from the east, nor the west, nor the south. But God is the absolute judge. He's the creator, the maker, and ruler of heaven and earth. He puts one down and sets another up. At 5 before 9, your live caller.
You see how quick I get back? Now, but you know, I want to say something here. Now, the government of Team Unity administration, they meet a big murderous problem in the country. The country reached as far as 33 murders in 1 year. And this government here tried their best, and they sought all sort of help to curtail this criminal activity. The government can't do nothing better. The government asked the guys to put down the gun, then put them down. Those guys who decide to put it down, they decide to move on and live a better life. And they all come together. They adhere to the admonishment from the government. And look where they are today now. A lot of them, they living good life, doing their own work. But these here now who still go on and killing two in one night, they don't intend to adhere to the protocol and the admonition of the government. Well, my thing is this. Since you want to hear, and I want to thump woman in back and take that gun and go and shoot up and kill Nego, I'm going to say so until I die. Bust the neck. Because if those who went and killed two women over keys, kill a old woman up in she house behind me up there, and go, can we go stab up a woman 17 times? If them there had seen people who do that there disappear, they would not have done it. And I'm going to say so, and who don't like it, that are your business. This is my opinion. The Bible says so. You said you shed somebody's blood innocently. Yours should be also shed. Now, we have a problem here on the road. I'll show you something, Patrice. For years, we have been talking about the Noise Abatement Act from vehicles of all description, noise of all description. A couple of years ago over Freed Bay, where the poor black people started to ply the trade over there, called the strip, doing the business. There were big cries about them with a loud noise of music down upon the strip over Friggy Bay. And those who were supposed to enforce the law, they went and they do something about it, and the noise cut right down. But we've been talking about this noise pollution all over the country for years. And those who are supposed to enforce the law, they hear us doing it, and they ain't doing nothing about it. Why? Because we ain't live Friggy Bay. Noise on the stop, you can tell me after 12 going for 1 in the night, vehicle passing on the government main road patches. And you could stay in Washington and hear the noise what on the road after 12 at night and 1 o'clock. Come on, policeman. What you do? You can't be here then, but they just pass police station. And the commissioner and them, they hear us on the radio with this thing here, and nobody doing nothing about it. You see, the Prime Minister hear us and he addressed the problem, because that is how leaders lead country. They adhere to the cries of the problem. Patches, have a good night, safe drive, and don't stay too long from me, otherwise I'm going to shut down the volcano. Okay,
Thank you, my brother. Patches, I was astounded, shocked, and flabbergasted when I read an article from a popular Facebook blogger on the sobriquet OB. Under no circumstances would I mince my word to characterize the person. I didn't know that this writer was so dumb, idiotic, senseless, irrational, ignorant, clueless, and stupid to predict that a government minister is sick and subsequently will resign and the Labour candidate will win by the by-election. I want to tell this blogger that all of us are sick and someday will pass except for him. I want to say further that this blogger was an ardent supporter of Mark Brantley and CCM, and because he was unable to extort huge amounts of money from Mark, he started his campaign of blackmailing against him. My simple advice to this fool is to work for what you need and want and stop begging and depending on others to help you. You are an embarrassment to professional journalism, Mr. Obi. That is why I had to be so unbridled with you in my little discourse. And those are the words of the emailer, not necessarily the words of or the views of Straight Talk and or the host of Straight Talk. We go back to the lines at 9 o'clock, right to the top of the hour. Calling line. Why don't we control these volumes on the radio?
Mr. Patrick, good night.
My dear brother, good night.
The
Bible man.
I tuned into I did not know they have press conference, today.
You know that?
Sometimes but I heard that your appointment to the UN, and when I heard so, I said to Miss, I said, wow. That is, I am trying to tell you something. The Bible said, a good man are favored by the Lord. And they tell you, they shall not remove. It's a step of a good man ordered by the Lord. Mr. Patrick, I thank God for you. And you, whatever you do, He's coming back to you. Psalm 41, blessed is the man that considereth the poor. In the time of trouble, the Lord shall deliver you. But did you see what happened to you now? Doors are open. The people in East Bath, they believe to themselves, they will have you down on the ground. And as I said, and I will really say it, they say greener grass on the other side. Up to this afternoon, I must have was saying it. And they went. And now, when they went, and they say all patches, brown grass. Now, it's too late to them. They can't take back what they don't do. So them a ball, I can't get me medication, I can't get me food. Now, when you gone, UN, what do do? They've been harassing you because they don't do. When you gone, what they going to do? And the man, you see a man sitting down here, and after that, I said, a man sitting down. He man had to do nothing. And when mountain come, he man got a big, fat check. And he not give about nothing. And all the people them who he fool off and send people to fool off people, they left the people them in a one rut. But thank God for you, Mr. Patches. You are going to move higher and higher. When you see with me, I thank God for the Prime Minister. And so God will bless him mightily. And a lot of people, up to today, I said, a lot of people believe themselves. When a leader being chosen by God, the country is going to be on a good footing. And so, Mr. Patrick, have a pleasant night And I ain't going to ask you if you're going and you'll shut down the program. I am not going to ask you that. You have to know what you are doing, and you will tell us what you're going to do. Happen present night, and God bless night. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye, my dear brother, the Bible man. Thanks for your input as usual, Mr. Liburd. First, I must say Happy New Year and trust and pray 2021 will bring you good health, happiness, strength, prosperity as you take up your new assignment at the United Nations. We are going to miss you tremendously, especially we in East Basseterre, for the significant contribution you made as Minister of Infrastructure, not only in East Basseterre but throughout the entire island. You helped so many of us in Newtown monetarily to the costs in goods and services, and some of us turned our backs on you and rejected you at the polls for a man who cannot help himself, never mind we who are in need. I want to ask you forgiveness for what was done to you. God bless and take good care of yourself in the USA. Reads that email. This other email reads, Mr. Liburd, good evening and congratulations. I'm told is in order. I'm told, what's this is saying here? I'm told is in order. Who would believe a poor boy from Newtown who used to swim in Wiggly Bay and Ponds Pasture Bay would rise to such a world job ambassador at the UN for St. Kitts Nevis? Patches, the haters and grudges are at work, but they can't stop you. Continue to trail blazers. The wind is in your sails. So don't look back. The PM and Governor General and your people trust you. Bring home the bacon for our federation, who God bless. No man can stop. Reads this email. We go straight back to the lines at 9:06, and those are the views of the emailers, not necessarily the views of Straight Talk and other hosts of Straight Talk. Call you live.
Good night, my dear beloved brother.
My dear sister, you have your radio, your equipment, something in the background giving you feedback. I want the whole world to hear you. Your life.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Well, I just called to congratulate you.
Thank you.
You can't keep a good man down. You have worked for this country tirelessly. And I know you will continue to work again. Our country is going to get blessings and blessings for what you would be doing. So I just want to thank God for you and ask the Lord to go with you, guide you, protect you, shower you with His blessings, and also cover you with His blood. For there is nothing you could do with a good man but pray for him and continue to pray for him. Congratulations again. Safe journey home and all the best. You were saying something, right?
I was saying thanks a lot, my dear sister.
Okay.
Yes, you have a good night.
And the same to you.
God be good. God be with you. Caller, you live.
Hello, Patrick.
My dear brother.
Good night. This is Sugar out of West Farm.
Sugar Farm, West Farm, yes.
West Farm Beach. Well, tonight is congratulations night. So I just call to congratulate you in your new position that you get. And we're going to still have you?
Of course you will.
Okay, that's good. Okay, let me say good night to Lady Ray. And let me say good night to Miss Brown. Miss Brown, remember tell your daughter what I told you. And Patrice, we're going to have this program still?
Yes, you'll have the program, my brother. Don't be afraid. I can't just cut off the links with my people. I love my people.
That's right, because we're going to miss you. I'm glad you're going to continue.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, so anyway, man shut door and God open.
That's correct.
So I wouldn't sing nothing tonight because tonight is congratulations night.
Thank you, my brother.
So all the best to you from Sugar down here in West Palm Beach.
Sugar from West Palm Beach, St.
St.
Kitts.
Kitts, yeah.
Have yourself a wonderful night.
Okay, so.
Thanks for the commendation.
Yeah.
Thanks for the congratulations, brother.
Yeah, all the best to you and God bless you, sir.
All the best to you as well and be safe, my brother. Caller, Mr. Caller, you are live. Hello, caller.
Good night, Mr. Patches. How are you doing? This is Denise from New York, Newtown girl, Newtown warrior. How are you doing?
I just got to say Denise from New York or Newtown. You have the new mixed up. Denise from Newtown.
I'm from Newtown, living in New York.
Living in New York. How about
Yes,
Denise?
I want to say congratulations. And anytime you're in New York and you feel homesick, call me. I will cook you whatever you want. Saltfish, dumpling, whatever you want. Just call me. I'll make you ginger beer. I'll make you marble, whatever you want.
And mackerel?
Some fried fish like my auntie used to do from Texas.
And Johnny cake?
Anything you want.
I'm gonna hold you to that, eh?
I'm good at my word. Okay, my word is all I have. My word is good.
Okay, what is your bond? Okay.
Anyway, congratulations, whatever you do. And I know you're going to be doing good things. And the sky is the limit. All right?
Thanks.
Congratulations again.
Thanks a lot.
Right, bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. I'll try my endeavor. Best caller, you're live. Hello, caller. Hey there, caller. Let's take this line. Caller, you are live.
Yes, Patrice is me again. Patrice, I'm glad you were so close, the Prime Minister, because of you so close. They say you so close, but I'm glad that you were so close. And good night, Mr. PM. So, I'm glad that you so close, because through your closeness, you get a break from all what you was doing. So I want to congratulate you again. Stick to the PM. Don't care what they say. Stick to the PM. Pleasant night.
You, my dear. Pleasant night to
you
as well.
Yes. See you when I see you.
Yes, my dear Dimple. Thanks a lot for the congratulations. Caller, I missed that call. Let's take this other line. Caller, you're live.
Hello, Patrice. They feel like if they throw down you, they're going to throw down the Prime Minister. Maybe you're right. But are you like a fig tree? Are you keep shooting up? It's God blessing upon all you. Thank you, brother. Good, thank you. Good night.
Good night, my brother. Caller, you're live. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, my dear.
Good night.
Good night, my dear.
Patrice, good night. This is Marsha.
Marsha, why you sound so what am I doing? I almost said spiffy. You sound anyway. Nice to hear, Marsha. How about that?
Patrice, I called to congratulate you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Yes,
a lot,
and I know as I always tell you that the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and I believe in God and I believe in the Bible. And as I always said that you is a good man and God bless you God bless people according to their heart, right? And that is your blessings. So you count your blessings one by one, right, Patches? And I want to congratulate you because I know you're going to do a tremendous job for the Federation of St. Christopher and Nevis. Anyhow, Patches, yesterday I went over to Nevis for a funeral, right? And I want to place this on record tonight that my Prime Minister, Dr. Timothy Harris, is well loved in Nevis. I could have sworn St. Kitts people love him, but I think he is well loved in Nevis. Patches, the amount of hug and kiss and everybody lining up to talk to the PM, I was impressed. Prime Minister is not no ordinary man. God have him here for such a time as this. And I'm proving it over and over. I'm seeing this over and over. I'm not talking about things what I cannot substantiate. I can substantiate it because I see this with my very eye. Yesterday I was in Nevis. I had the opportunity to go over to Nevis with the Prime Minister for the funeral myself. And, oh, my God, I was amazed from the pastor to everybody. I was amazed of the love that he gets in Nevis from Nevis people. However, though, I want to say that I'm not impressed with I will leave this for next time. I think I will leave this for next time. But I just want to say, Patches, congratulations. And I want to say that my Prime Minister, Dr. Timothy Harris, he is the best Prime Minister that ever touched down in St. Kitts. And he have a good heart for the people, and he loves the poor, and he loves to help people. Long live Prime Minister Harris, and long live Team Unity. Patrice, if I get back, I will get back. But I'll have to go back to the drawing board. I wanted to say something, but I'm going to hold it for a while.
Please.
I will call back on it.
Please, my dear. Thanks for your input. That's Marsha, always straightforward, assertive, outspoken. I take this opportunity to bid congratulations to you with this email, Your Excellency Ian Patches Liburd, who was selected to serve as the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis's permanent representative to the United Nations. I'm happy that you have been recognized for your accomplishments. The dedication and ability that you have displayed will continue to serve you well as you move along your path. I'm very proud of you, and more so proud to call you my lifelong friend. You dream big, worked hard, and deserve nothing but the best. Now go forth and represent your federation with all your might. Stay safe and stay well. Your Virgin Islands friend for life. Yes, that's my friend Betty. Hope you're doing well. St. Thomas. France is in the house as well. Yes, Beverly, good morning to you in France. To my brothers in St. Martin, Flash, Jean Dover, Carol Beach, Janice Lewis, Beverly Matthew in France, I just said that. Yvette Dowell, that's home here, across Ponds Extension. Violet Brown is online. Audit Williams, Avril McCoy as well. Cleverly, Clerville Joycelyn, good night to you as well. Paulette Samuel, good night. Sonia Webster Cyfroy, how are you doing? Lennox namesake in New York. Francil Warner, Joycelyn Daniel D. Berry, good night to you. Diamond D. Leader, Mary Amrifield, Eric, my dear brother in New York, Eric Duport, Martha Payne, Betty, my sister Leah Joseph, amen, amen, she says. Let's go back to the lines. My Facebook massive, I had to hear some of them. Forgive me if I didn't get all, but I tried to do that. Thanks for being there. Call you live.
Good evening, Mr. Liburd.
Good evening, my dear brother.
Yes, and congratulations on your appointment to the being ambassador to the
Thank you very much.
The United Nations.
Thank you, sir.
As a guy who I used to line with up the village by Southland there, I'm impressed to know that now you will now be lining with kings and princesses and emperors and that sort of people, big people in this world.
Wait. Let me put up the white flag first before you start.
And just as you've made an impression on our infrastructure in St. Kitts, I am sure that with your energy and your thoughts, you too will make an impression on the infrastructure of the world. You will help to make world peace, make life better for humanity. The United Nations will be, I think, pleased that you are there, because I don't think you're just going to sit by and remain silent on issues that you ought not to remain silent on. Not the patches that I know. So, all the best to you and your future. It looks bright. Just follow the path that the Lord has set for you, and have a safe drive home. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my dear brother Gorman, if I can say that. Some people want to know who is Gorman. But my Straight Talk family, if you have just joined me, it's 20 after the 9 o'clock hour. Tonight we were looking at the positive things that came out of the Prime Minister's press conference, his first press conference for 2021. And many positive things came out of it. And I want to say again, if you just join me, especially my fellow constituents in East Bastia, you said that wherever I go, you are coming with me. Okay, I'm going to the United Nations, but because of the COVID protocols and so on, you can't come with me physically. But I want to assure you that you will always be with me spiritually. And I'm not going to leave you. I'm never going to leave you. We will always stay in touch, East Basseterre. I want to make that point. And for my Straight Dog family, I am not going to leave you either. We will continue to communicate on this Straight Talk program, because Straight Talk is not my program, it's your program. And if you say stay, I will stay. And you've already given me those orders, so you'll have me on Straight Talk. As per usual, I can assure you, unless there's some other pressing issue that has come up, and then I won't be able to do that. But we'll be here on Straight Talk. Be assured. Call you live. Hello, caller. Are you there, caller?
Yeah, come here.
Hello, caller. Caller, are you there for the last time?
Yeah. Enjoy your time.
Okay, that caller seemed to be on another frequency. And yes, we were, as I said, we looked at the press conference and the good news that came from the press conference. And my Straight Dog family, street vending was one of the issues we addressed. I think it was some time last week. And although one particular individual said we should not have addressed it, but on Straight Talk we addressed the issues. And as someone mentioned, that talk show, and from the callers on Straight Talk, we do get results. And this is one of such results we got announced today.
The other matter which I wish to address at this time is the matter of street vending. This matter has been a source of public concern for some time. The overcrowding of our street in Bastia by illegitimate vending, the exposure of our differently abled and elderly to risks and hazards by the improper placement of vending facilities in Bastia must now be controlled. My government is in favor of small people plying their legitimate trade. In fact, we encourage entrepreneurship. And it has been really amazing to see the growth in businesses, in fact, official businesses, that is people registering, getting their license, etc., year after year. Last year we had a record high of over 800 business licenses being approved by the Ministry of Finance. And that is up significantly from 600 the year before plus. And it was about 400 in 2014, the end of 2014. So we have come a very significant way. In our view, what is taking place in Bastia is not consistent with our vision of a beautiful and friendly city which allows pedestrians and motorists orderly, easy, and safe access throughout our city. To regain the best of beautiful Bastia, Cabinet has approved an interministerial committee to examine and report on the matter of street vending. The committee is broad-based, and it includes representatives from the Building Board, who has a critical role to play in spatial development, the Ministry of Sustainable Development, Justice and Legal Affairs. 2 vendors will be on that committee: the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force, the Ministry of Agriculture, the Chamber of Industry and Commerce, the Transportation Board, the Inland Revenue Department, And on Monday, we added the Ministry of Health.
Yes, so the street vending is being addressed by your team, Unity Government. And a particular caller would like this bit of news tonight. He's always, for years, been advocating for the reopening of this bank for the people in Sadlers.
I'm happy to report on a matter that has been of concern to the people of Number 6, and that is the prolonged closure of the Sadlers branch of the St. Kitts and Nevis and Anguilla National Bank. The long season of denied access to convenient banking services to the people of Sadlers and St. Christopher 6 in particular is now being addressed by the bank board.
Yes. So
Better service will be provided to the people. I am advised that at this point, the National Bank is receiving estimates from potential service providers.
Yes, the National Bank in Sadlers, after many, many years, there was a robbery sometime, I don't remember the year, I was sure 10 or maybe 12 or 15 years, but that bank, we understand the board, is looking at reopening that bank down there in the, the northwest, I don't know if my geography is right, but the northwest corridor. And my straight dog family, the board for the Medicinal Cannabis Authority has also been put together as well.
I am pleased to advise that the Cabinet has approved the formation of the board to guide the operations of the Medicinal Cannabis Authority. The composition of the board is being actively pursued. What is the role of this board in our efforts to build out a cannabis industry, focusing on the medicinal arm? Subject to the provisions of the Cannabis Act, the board shall inter alia be responsible for the policy, strategic direction and governance of the new authority.
Yes, the Medicinal Cannabis Authority, as the government of St. Kitts and Nevis builds out the medicinal cannabis industry as well here in St. Kitts. And come next March, ZIZ turns 60 years. ZIZ, an institution in St. Kitts, has served us well.
In March, ZIZ will be celebrating 60 years of broadcasting. ZIZ is really the people's radio station. It has delivered yeoman service to our country, and I want to commend its leadership over the years for their work.
Yes, we commend the board, directors, and staff like Jazzy D, who has always been around. Chico, is here well over 20 years. There are Theo Clark, the mayor from St. Paul's. Alva Bradley, Via Galloway. Oh, that's the staff I just called. They have, and others as well, have taken ZIZ on this back. And the current board of directors, Chairman Lester Handy, Director Willett, and others as well, my straight dog family. And your humble servant is moving on as well, my straight dog family.
His Excellency Ian Patrice Liburd has been designated to serve as our permanent representative to the United Nations. United Nations, of course, is the premier global organization with over 193 member states and a large number of entities accredited to it. Ambassador Liburd has served the country well as its Minister of Public Infrastructure et al. He is well versed in a range of public and private sector matters, and he will be an asset to our country in this regard.
And yes, my Straight Talk family, Martha Payne, congratulations coming from you, and I say a big, big thank you, my dear sister. Yes, I say a big, big thank you as well. Betty, I think I called that name before. And yes, let's go back to the lines. Caller, you're live. Can I call her?
Patches, good night again. This is the last bout. I don't know when we're going to hear you again. Patches, I want to remind the Prime Minister for that 60 years, it is not some outstanding payment to the staff, and I want him to look at it and the board and try to level it with the staff. Some outstanding payment from the days of Rebab. And since the vagabond boy took over, they were just denying them these monies. And I think they have solved over them years, and they deserve these monies. The next thing I want to see around to Patches is I want to see those staff in the crossing guard. I want to see all of them in uniform. We ain't watching no face and pushing none of them aside. We want everybody to up to the task and do this country work. And I want all these people in these government houses pay the rent, you know. Pay the rent, because we don't care who talk, you know. Are you going to go to the magistrate? Are these houses going to go into the bank? And what happen? You understand? Because we can't run this country, so nobody in the house. Everybody got to face the counter and cut your cloth, as Miss Garnett just said, cut your cloth to suit. If you could buy this what do you call it? This sensitive hair from Colombia for $700-600, I pay your rent, young girls, pay your rent. This government ain't gonna endorse that, you know. You all got to face all your counter. All you got to face all your counter. We're not going on the road there. There's lot of rent up there. The other people want the opportunity to want to pay the back door. When are you gonna get a house and then paying the government? Paying the housing department. How the hell we gonna get money to pay? We ain't backing up them thing, you know. Are you gonna pay? And I hope the Prime Minister listen to me and Jean Hamilton, you know. They're gonna pay for these houses. Because I work for these things, you know.
Okay.
Half of them, where you don't keep on the radio, that is where you work for, to keep on your checks and balance with all you. Are you gonna pay like me? Have a good night, Patches, and you take care. God bless.
Have a good night as well, my dear brother. Always so passionate. Martha Payne sending congratulations. Thank you. Betty, never underestimate the power of a few unexpected kind deeds you do for others along the way. These will become your seeds of greatness. Congratulations and best wishes, reads this message. Mary Amri Field, Eula Mullerian, good night, Mr. Liburd. Congratulations to you. Thank you, Eula. Kimbala Morton, or Kimball, I hope I got that right. Patrick's congrats, reads this. Leah Joseph, watching from upstate New York. Congratulations, Mr. Minister. Wishing you all the best. I'm right here in D.C. waiting, reads this message from Kimball Morton. Boris Morton, good night, Patches. Happy New Year to you, and congratulations on your new post. Beverly Matthew in France, please stay. I always look forward to this program, even though it's way past my bedtime. Merci beaucoup, Beverly. Congrats and welcome to New York, said TDE Tours. My dad Stan is crying time again. You're going to leave me. It's this message. And Martha Payne, I think I called that before. So all my Facebook, massive thanks. And my Straight Talk family at 27 before 10 o'clock, as we are on the uphill side. Is it uphill or downhill side? Uphill side of 10 o'clock. And as I said to you, we are not going to be separated. No matter where I go, we will stay in contact, my Straight Talk family. We will stay in contact, so fear not. And especially my good people from East Bastia, I will never forsake you. I will never leave you. Don't matter. This COVID has taught us quite a lot of things. It has taught us how to communicate virtually. Remember we had a virtual carnival. Wasn't it wonderful? Yes, things are going to be still all right. Good night, Patches reads this message. We turn in just in time to hear the good news. We are putting one and one together and say heartiest congratulations on your new appointment. We know you would do your best with this email. Good night, cuz. That's my dear cuz Michelle in Toronto. First, let me say Happy New Year to you. I just read of your appointment. Let's see, I lost that message there. Let's go for the line and come back to that message. Call your line. Hello, call.
Patches me again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Patches, when you go to Washington, right?
To New York.
New York, okay.
Yes.
To New York, yes. All right. I want you to do your endeavor best to get straight talk and the run. Because Patches, nobody in the Federation could do it like you. No, you'll be missing all over the whole world straight talk. Nobody could do it like your Patches. You got your facts, you got your clip, you got your soundbite, everything. When you come on this program, you come with your facts. You don't come with the propaganda. And that is what straight talk, present to the people of the Federation and those in the diaspora. You understand? So, do your endeavor best to get something set up good up there that we every Monday and Thursday that we can continue to call you and tell you what's going on in the Federation or think it needs. Because you're going to still, but we really here on the ground. So we'll know what's going on, because you overseas. So I just want to commend straight talk again. Straight talk wouldn't be missing. We're going to get straight talk still. Because as I said, Patches, no one can do it like you. And I want to say good night again to all those in the diaspora who come meet you when you go up there in New York. But Nabo, bring some hotel game. You understand? Remember I say you're a naturalist. So when Patches come back down, you're going to look fit like a fiddle.
Yes, my brother.
You might go back on the football field again. Patches, remember you used to play football, yeah?
Yes, I remember that.
I remember you, man. I remember you used to play Rivals, right?
Rivals, yes. Newtown.
Yes, man. I remember you good. I was a park rat, when I was small. That's when I just started launch construction with all the rabbit and tutti. Them, make rabbit and tutti them in your tongue?
Of course.
Yeah, man. I work with them. I learned construction with them when I was a little boy coming up. Anyway, Patches, you have a wonderful night, man. God bless you.
Have a wonderful night as well, my dear brother. Good night, Patches reads this message. We tuned in just in time to hear the good news. We are putting one and one together and say heartiest congratulations on your new appointment. We know you would do your endeavor best. You want us to hold the fort in New York until you arrive? Loud. That's coming from, yes, the Warners. I just say that just in case the name may not be want to be heard. But good night, cuz. That's my dear cuz in Toronto, Michelle. First, let me say Happy New Year to you. I just read off your appointment, and I wanted to say congratulations there. I pray the Lord continue to guide, protect, and direct you. Wishing you much success in this new endeavor. Love you. Blessings. Reads this other message. My Straight Talk family. Yes, and I say good night as well to Mrs. Sadio over there in New York, and I know you're listening, and many others. I want to say thanks a lot. Let's go back to the lines. I'll call you live. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Yes, you're live, my dear brother.
This is Alva Pemberton in New York City. I heard the Prime Minister mention today that you're coming to New York. I want to take this opportunity to cordially welcome you to New York. And we'll be more than happy to give you all the support you need to make sure that all your endeavors is a tremendous success. Take care. See you soon.
Thanks a lot. I look forward to that, my dear brother Alva. You're one of the pillars we're going to build on. Caller, you're alive.
Yes, good evening, Patches. Polandi. Yes,
I thought
me.
Who is me?
I'm wishing you all the best and successful. And don't forget to go look for Eric Mark.
Yeah?
See you.
What I was telling you, told him?
Huh?
What I must say to Ellie Matt for you?
Tell Ellie Mac hello and tell him you love him and forget everything with you and the band. And play one your band song for me.
Okay, my dear. That's my Labour friend coming there from down west at 20 before 10 o'clock. This message reads, Ian Patches Liburd, congratulations. As you move forward, may you continue to press on for 2021. May the Heavenly Father lift you to the upward way. May you gain his new heights day to day. Lord, plant Ian Patches' feet on higher ground, all the way he may stand with faith. Coming from Margaret Gums there, and Destiny Lewis. So true, Mr. Politics. Destiny Lewis, that name sounds familiar. Charles Owusu, congratulations, Mr. Liburd. You'll be a great asset to the UN. Shine like a diamond. Didon Donna, good night from Cynthia in Tortola. And what about across the waters there in Nevis? My good friends over there in Queen City. Well deserved, reads this message from Odette. I wonder if this is my friend there from NASPA. Go out there and serve your country like only you can. God's blessing go with you. And stay safe, reads this other message. And my Straight Dog family, in the event, again, you have just joined us, just waking up in the UK. You fell asleep. If you fell asleep, some people do, but the time zones are so different. I address the Prime Minister's press conference for his first for 2021, and we looked at all the positive news. But I'll go back to the lines and say, caller, you live.
Yeah, good night, Patrick. This is Sugar.
Sugar.
You know, we have a third wave. Yeah. So you remember we had a second one start in England. Now we have a third wave now, third corona wave. Yeah, hear about it?
That's a new strain, they call it. Okay, yeah.
Yes, okay then.
Okay.
Anyway, let me say good night to a lady up in Stapleton does work at the college. So, Patrice, this is my last call, and I wish you all the best until next week. We're going to have you. God be alive.
Godspeed, yes. Yes, my
All right, then. So next week we'll do some singing.
Okay.
So, all the best to you, and
Thanks
God bless you, sir.
Thanks a lot, my dear
All right.
brother.
From Sugar.
Sugar. From
West Farm Beach, St.
West
Kitts.
Farm Beach, St.
St.
Kitts.
Kitts. Bye.
Thanks a lot, my dear brother. Patches, I could imagine how your armchair critics feel. Boy, with this email. Sam Dwyer, Jr., Dr. Martin, when they heard about your new assignment, let them take that and put it in their pipes and smoke it. A bunch of grudging, lying hypocrites, because they did not get what they wanted. They turned bitter against Team Unity. I want to hear what they will be saying tomorrow afternoon about your new appointment on the propaganda issues. Wherever that former journalist of Win FM is, he must be in hiding, bawling and sorry, now that he ever joined with Dwyer to hound you down with lies just to get rid of you. And what did it profit them? Not one thing. Let them take that. Reads this email. And those are the views of the emailer, not necessarily the views of Straight Talk and or the host of Straight Talk. On Straight Talk, we ventilate all the views. As long as they're not libelous, we hear them. Even if you criticize the host, we do hear them as well. But let us all be civil. Caller, your line.
Hello, good night.
Good night, sir.
Mr. Patrick Liburd?
Yes, sir.
Good. I called to congratulate you.
Thank you, sir.
On your new appointment.
Thank you, sir.
And as well, I called to tell you thank you. I am one of the young people, one of the young entrepreneurs in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. And I don't know if you remember, I approached you down at the McKnight Community Center, the town hall meeting, about getting a little business established in the East Bus Terminal. And I was able to do so thanks to you. and others. And I'll be opening tomorrow from 3 p.m. until. Okay. So I look forward to seeing you at least to come and show your face and, have something here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations, my brother. I'll try and remember and stop by for a few minutes.
Yes, man. Do that and you'll be glad you did.
Thanks. I look forward to that.
Yeah, man.
Thanks a lot, my dear brother. Young entrepreneur, and that's what we want to see in the country. Entrepreneurs, not depending on anybody else or anything. Depend on yourself. Enhance your own self-esteem, enhance your own self-value. At 15 before 10, call you live. Would you turn your equipment, your radio down?
So I pray to my Father, ask him why he should be so. Why do a good man suffer and a wicked go through? He said, son is only for a while, and all will come to repentance. When a man is good, no one could keep him down. When a man is good, he will always wear a crown. He will sail over water. He will conquer stormy sea. He will sail over the ocean. But the future of a good man, oh yes, the future. Patches. Hello.
Yes, I'm listening to you. You must warn me, man. I'll get a guitar for you. So
they can't keep a good man down, man. They really can't keep a good man down. When you're good, you're just good. Only God could stop that. Anyway, again, bless it again.
Thank you, my brother. The mighty, sound like the mighty politics. As I said, my Straight Talk family, tonight we were reflecting on the positive news that came out of the Prime Minister's first press conference for 2021. And the country must be more at ease, having heard the positive news for 2021. The two recent homicides on Monday this week cannot be overlooked, though, and we here on Straight Talk extend condolences the families of the 20-year-old Lamont Heiliger of McKnight, who succumbed to what appeared to be multiple gunshot wounds about his body, and 19-year-old Jaquan Merritt of Fort Thomas Road, who sustained a gunshot wound to the head. The Prime Minister and Minister of National Security provided an update on these two homicides and committed never to recoil from seeking peace. That's so important, as Straight Talk family, never to recoil from seeking peace.
Police is making progress in its investigations on the two recent homicides in Barstow. I must remind our citizens and residents that each of us can contribute to crime reduction if we practice to say something when we see a crime being committed or we become privy to any information on it. No one must be allowed to take another's life with impunity, and the law must take its course. We must never recoil from seeking peace and pursuing it. We continue to work hard to make St. Kitts and Nevis the safest small island state in the world. We commiserate, of course, with all families who have lost loved ones due to violent crimes. And we promise never to relent in our efforts to eradicate violent crimes from our society here in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And investigative reporter, radio owner, the late Valentine Linwald Thomas, was also recognized at the press conference, and Valti would always be remembered as well. And we at Street Talk concur with those sentiments.
In this regard, the final matter I wish to take notice of is really the passing of Valentine Thomas. He was a regular fixture at these press conferences, and his presence will certainly be missed. I want again to extend condolences to his mother, Miss Dora Thomas of Greenlands, his children, siblings, and his colleagues in the media. Val was interred this Tuesday. The Honorable John L. Powell and I, along with ambassadors, the Excellencies Michael Powell and Ian Patches Liburd, among others, represented the government at the homegoing service. And of course, we hope that his soul will find eternal peace.
Yes, we trust the soul of Valti would find eternal peace. Was interred on Tuesday last. And I think I touched this before. I hope I did. If not, just to be sure, well deserved. A very big congratulations to you, Mr. Liburd. Go out there and serve your country like only you can. Yes, I did. I think that. Yes, thanks a lot. Good night from Cynthia in Tortola. Reads this message. Congratulations, Mr. Liburd. I think I read that to Kimbala, saying good night to Maisie Patches. Say good night to Maisie Dimples, coming from Kimbala Morton. Say good night to me, please. Good night to you, Dimples. That's coming from Kimbala Morton. Ian Patches Liburd. Congratulations as they move forward. May you continue to press on for 2021. May the Heavenly Father lift you upward. May you gain his new heights day to day. I think I read that. What's happening here? I'm repeating myself. Lawson Flash Cotton in St. Martin. What about Janet in St. Martin? Janet Manners as well. And all my Straight Talk family all over the world. I may have missed some. But as we wind down tonight's programming, again, we looked at the positive news outlook for 2021. And this positive news overshadowed the senseless killing, double killing of the two young men. Good news it was, because it was reported, for example, that in spite of the reduction in government revenues, government collecting less money because of the COVID pandemic, not one single one of the almost 9,500 government employees were let go, were let off, were severed. And every single beneficiary of the nigh 1,400 persons who receive government pension, all of them were paid by the government, and that too is commendable, unlike in some
management of our country
countries.
Since 2015 has allowed us to build up unprecedented fiscal surpluses that have helped us so far to weather the rough storms of the COVID-19 pandemic. 9 months after the pandemic, we followed through on our commitment to deliver a stimulus package of over $120 million, the largest and the most comprehensive in the region. And your government kept all 9,477 employees across the established division of the government auxiliary employees, and the STEP program on the job. Additionally, 1,332 government pensioners received their due entitlements. We did not borrow $1 during that period.
Not borrow $1. Not 1 cent was borrowed. And the government, because of its fiscal prudence over the last 5 years, the fiscal surpluses was able to deliver a $120 million surplus package. The Team Unity government, as I said, did not have to borrow 1 cent to achieve this feat. And the intention of the Prime Minister, a minister with responsibility for finance, was also a signal, rather, and intends for 21 to incur, perhaps at all, if at all, to incur minimum debt. My Straight Talk family.
Our aim for 2021 is to incur minimal debt, and if and when we do, we shall apply it principally to assist with our economic recovery.
Okay, just for our economic recovery, we may just have to incur some minimum debt. Caller, your life.
If the VAT must cut, and the 1,000 must get on 5, if the reject ain't have a heart, he ain't gonna get again for you.
Thank you very much. And this message also reads, from Destiny Lewis. Dr. Timothy Harris is the best Prime Minister Senkis and Nevis ever had. Eric, Patches, love and respect. No one can do it like you. Eric, thanks Eric Duport, my good brother there in New York. Tilly Toes, the best PM in the Caribbean. God is watching and guiding him. Reads this email. And this message rather reads from Margaret Gums. Thanks to all the fans and audience of Street Talk as you celebrate Ian Patches. As the older folks always say, give me my flowers while I'm living, and lots of flowers, and that's what you are to man who is well deserved this honor tonight, my Straight Talk family. And the matter, as well as was discussed earlier, in terms of the controlling of the street vending, and that must be some good news for the ears of many people, my Straight Talk family as well.
The other matter which I wish to address at this time is the matter of street vending. This matter has been a source of public concern for some time. The overcrowding of our street in Bastia by illegitimate vending, the exposure of our differently abled and elderly to risks and hazards by the improper placement of vending facilities in Bastia must now be controlled.
Yes, that will be controlled. The pedestrian access, sidewalks are for pedestrians, and the pedestrians must have access to these sidewalks, my Straight Talk family. Patches, you will be missed by me and Federation. I'm not going any place. Patches, you're one of a kind, says Paulette. And New York is not too cold, says Tilly Toes. New York is not too cold. I love the cool weather, don't mind. But my Straight Talk family, as we wind down tonight's programming as well, those who have asked for the building out of the Medicinal Cannabis Authority, of course, the board has now been put into place or has been approved by the Parliament, by the Cabinet.
I am pleased to advise that the Cabinet has approved the formation of the board to guide the operations of the Medicinal Cannabis Authority. The composition of the board is being actively pursued. What is the role of this board in our efforts to build out a cannabis industry, focusing on the medicinal arm? Subject to the provisions of the Cannabis Act, the board shall inter alia be responsible for the policy, strategic direction and governance of the new authority.
Yes, and my Straight Talk family, as we wind down tonight's programming, I want to thank all of you for the high commendation. I want to thank you for continuing to repose your confidence in me. I will try my endeavor best to continue to serve my country. And as indicated earlier, as my new designation as ambassador of the Federation, I'm going to the United Nations. And St. Kitts Nevis has earned the distinction of being the smallest independent nation in the Western Hemisphere. But like many countries within the UN, within that UN body, St. Kitts Nevis has always demonstrated an unwavering support for and full commitment to democracy and good governance all over the world. My role, therefore, is to continue to promote and safeguard the interests of St. Kitts and Nevis. And I look forward to meeting those in the diasporic community from Nevis, from St. Kitts. We have to get together and see how best we can pool the resources we have over there in the diaspora. There are many skills that are needed here in St. Kitts and Nevis. And we want to get to know the people, get to reach out to all our people in the diasporic community. I know, Alva, that's one of the challenges or the duties you have, and I know we're going to look forward to build out more on what you are doing already. But I can assure you, there are many challenges that lie ahead. But with challenges come opportunities. And we'll find opportunities, we will get opportunities, beg your pardon, to build resilience. Build resilience in our healthcare system. We're going to focus on food security, improving our agriculture. Climate change is one area I am going to be interested in as well, because with all these climate variabilities, we now have to be focused on building resilience in that area as well, being a country that's in a hurricane-prone area, for example. Sea level rises and what goes with that. But my Straight Talk family, again, I want to say, we are living in a world that's complex, filled with so much complexity. But as we move forward, let us go forward together. We have lived through 2020, so we'll fear not 2021. My Straight Talk family and those in my constituency in East Bastia, where I was born, where I was raised, and where I still live. You promise wherever I go, you will follow. I want to assure you, I'll never, ever leave you. And to my Straight Talk family, I won't leave you here on the radio either. So, until we connect on Monday for another edition of Straight Talk, I want to say, be good to yourselves and to all whom you meet over the weekend. I want to first of all thank Almighty God for guiding our conversation tonight. And as always, I want to thank you, the many callers, for you who sent emails, for you, my Facebook Massive, and all on YouTube and whichever platform you listen to or join into this program. I say a big, big thank you. And just to let you know that you are the ones who make Straight Talk, and for that reason, I say a big, big thank you. I am Ian Patches Liburd, and God's will, we will connect on Monday for another edition of Straight Talk. So until we connect again, be good to yourselves and to all whom you meet. And remember, whatever your mind conceive, that you will achieve. First of all, my Straight Talk family, you got to believe. So when you wake in the morning, thank God for the morning light. Thank Him for taking you through the night. And my Straight Talk family, keep moving on. Bye-bye. Until we connect on Monday, be good to yourselves, my Straight Talk family.
For the morning light, give Him thanks and praises for taking me safely through the night, for the rest of food and loving care, and for my mother's breath lead and my guide. Over every step I take, He will preside. So whatever my mind conceives that I will achieve, you better believe, because I do the things I should, be to my brethren kind and good, the best I could. So I'll keep moving on, I won't stop now. I'll keep moving on till I reach the top somehow. My way with strength and courage from above. No man I'll fear, since God protects me with His love. Strong, pure and true,